start off the proceedings. Is Gauri there?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, Gauri, you can start off with the proceedings. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good
Yeah.
evening, everyone present here. Uh, the Dr. Manu.V.L.Kothari Chair and Division, Medical Humanities, and the Gosumec Alumni Association, under the patronage of Dr. Sangeeta Rawat, Dean CGS Medical College and KEM Hospital, welcome you to this session of reminiscence. I request the tech team to play the video of Division of Medical Humanities.
Gauri. Oh, sorry.
It's the students of past and present that make our college what it is. So, as a twin institute moved towards their centenary, we wanted to give a virtual platform to every batch of GSMC to share their fondest memories of college. Their thoughts and emotions will be preserved forever in the form of reminiscence. Now, I request the tech team to display the GAA membership form. To remain connected to our alma mater and informed about the activities of KEM, including its centenary celebration, we request you to become the members of Gosumec Alumni Association, the official alumni body of CGSMC. All the details of this membership form are available on KEM website. Now I request the tech team to display the Gosumec Foundation PPT. Gosumec Foundation was established in California, United States, gave back to our alma mater, which has helped so many professionally and personally. Site allows you to enjoy nostalgic content, including history of our institution, medical humanities, archives, and much more. Site shows the web address of GOSUNION. At the footer of the website
Right,
are
love.
links to social media accounts, including YouTube, from where you can access virtual reunions. Second slide. This slide shows the mission of Gosumec Foundation, which is connect, contribute with three T's and engage. Connect global Gosumec with our alma mater. Contribute to alma mater's development by sharing the three T's: time, talent, and treasure. Engage Gosumec with nostalgic
You
media
left
on a
my
continuous basis
account. Bus.
and enable global networking. This slide shows how to access the Google form. Objective of this form is to connect with each other and the alma mater. Gosumec Alumni Association (GAA), which is the official alumni body at SAGE, GSMC, and KEM. This information will be secured
Tell.
in the form of GAA and Gosumec Foundation and will later be used to create a secure, reachable database. Looking forward to Gosumec supporting our mission to connect, contribute, and engage. Now I request the coordinator of batch 1977, Dr. Deshmukh, to take over the proceeding.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, everybody is there.
Good evening.
Good
May-
evening.
Yeah, everybody.
to all.
Good evening. Good
Everybody
evening.
can see each other for a change after so much time. Huh? How are you feeling, Pranay? Pranay, Mehul, Kumawat.
Enjoying.
Yes. Keep your mics mute for a short time so that everybody can listen to each other. And once we start the proceedings, in the sense there is no fixed agenda here. It is just about meeting after more than 40 years, and that too on a virtual background. We have learned all this during our COVID times. So I think if we can't meet in person, this is the best possible medium to meet each other. I'm seeing Joban Putra after so many years. Hi,
Hi.
Joban
How are
Putra.
you?
Good morning.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm fine, Joban. So let us start. Mehul, you want to start with something you would want to tell us about your journey through GSMC?
Not me, my wife.
Your wife. Are
I'm not allowed to speak.
नाम नहीं ले सकता है किरण का.
You can talk on her behalf.
Okay, let everybody be mute and only Kiran will talk now. Kiran, start. The mic is yours. The stage is yours. The world is your entire canvas now.
Okay. The point I wanted to share with everybody was, why did I choose St. GS Medical College? Actually, I had written Grand Medical College as my first choice. Only while standing in the queue on the day of the interview, I realized that GS Medical College should be the first choice. So I went inside for the interview, and the deans asked me about this choice. And then I just informed them that a senior physician known to my father had suggested Grand Medical as the first choice. And then they spoke with each other and asked me whether I would like to make a change and would I prefer St. GS. So by the time, because I had realized, I immediately agreed for a seat in St. GS Medical College. So it was the kindness and the willingness of the deans to help me in changing my mind and give me the seat at GS Medical College.
Actually, she did not know I'd bribed the dean.
So
I told the
Mehul,
dean.
Yeah. Okay, now I shall mute.
Hemant Chawla here. Can I add on to this point something? Hello. Hello, Hemant. Can you hear me?
Chawla, I can hear you.
Can I add
But,
on this point only little, if you can allow?
Yeah. Give us 1 minute. Everybody wants to speak. Let us finish with Kiran and Mehul. And this couple from KEM. I think there are only two couples in KEM. One is Mehul and the other is Pranay. So let us have Pranay and Apla on the second list. And then we can go ahead.
Jayesh and Deepika.
Jayesh and Deepika, forgot. Third. And they were from my batch of 1 to 16. And I can still vividly remember Jayesh and Deepika. And I have told them, I don't know whether they are on the screen right now, but they should be joining in any time. So Mehul and Kiran, you have anything common in you apart from MBBS from GS?
Besides that, nothing else. We were two from different backgrounds.
Poles apart.
But now attracted to each other since the last 40 years.
No choice.
Oh, अभी नहीं वो choice खत्म हो गया ना अभी.
Yes.
Wait, Pranay and Apla want to join.
माफ करता है.
हाँ. So your first choice of GS Medical College was because somebody told the dean that this is the best college. And retrospectively thinking, do you think that this was the best college?
I have no clue. I don't know about other colleges. I don't have friends from others, but I was very happy with most of the teachers. That all 5.5 years went very well with all the extra.
And Mehul around you.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and that was the starting journey of your medical career as well as starting of your social life as well as your family life from GS Medical. And we have vivid pictures of you in black and white, separately and Mehul separately. Now they have come together. So let us give a big hand to Mehul.
That was Bharat Bhama's photograph.
So we'll see them again. Pranay, you want to take from here?
Yeah, sure. So nice seeing you all virtually. I think would have been much better if we had met, but I think let's make the best of what we have right now and not crib about what is not happening. So I think we have. I hope we have a good time for the rest of the hour. As I had mentioned, a couple of points I wanted to mention during this. So of the questions which you had listed out, Hemant, one thing which I wanted to answer is, your staff. How did it appeal to you? So for me, one of the memories that in the first year, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry are very dry subjects. And I think our batch was unique because it was an extra batch. We had some, clinical people from the allied specialties like Dr. Singh Mukhi and Dr. Sheniksha coming from orthopedics and Dr. Mahindrakar coming from general surgery. And I think they really made the teaching of anatomy, really good for us. And I mean, for me, that was really a beginning of my interest. Not only did it help me get in distinction, but also, kindled my interest in anatomy for the rest of the life, and has helped me in my surgical practice. So that was one thing. I feel that in the curriculum, more clinical people are involved, not only in surgery, but also in medicine, because physiology, I think, can be taught much better by the physicians rather than the, the physicians and the biochemists in the department. Dr. Natarajan, I think you might agree with me. If you are in the audience, I can see you, and you might agree with me that we have.
He's not the audience. He's the driver right now.
No. I know, but I can see him, and that's why I just want to was saying.
Yeah.
The second point was which two teachers made a mark on me, and one of them obviously is Dr. Manu Kothari. I mean, his way of teaching, his flair of speaking in the classroom, and the way he taught us about the peritoneal reflections using his gown. The apron. Sorry, not the gown. The apron has really made an mark on me, and I can never forget that. The second person was Dr. Golwala, who used to have clinics in the unit side room. I don't know how many of you attended, but the side room was packed on every Wednesday afternoon.
It was not a secret clinic, Pranay,
No, it
right?
was not a secret clinic. It was a official clinic. He was Professor Emeritus, and he would come to his old unit, which used to be on Wednesday, and take 2 or 3 interesting cases. He would talk to us about his mnemonics and about the book. And I think the experience which he shared from his clinical, person was something which I really loved. And again, going back, I think we need to involve our seniors in teaching. Get back, our seniors who have retired, who would be willing to spend 1 hour in the hospital and talk to the juniors so that, they can really get a lot of information from what, as clinicians, they've learned, all throughout. And the last point which I wanted to make is about the department. So our time, we had a lot of interesting departments like the cultural department, the Orji, the Gosumec, the Marathi Mangwai Mandal. One of them was the hiking department, which I was lucky to be a secretary for 2 years and very actively involved in hiking. A few of might even note that they have got lost on hikes because of me as the hiking leader. But I think that was a sort of bond in the hiking department, which not only got us out of our classrooms to spend some nice evenings or Sundays, together to bond. And especially, I would want to say that the seniors who came with us on the hikes, that bonding has remained even after 4 decades. So even now, when you meet them, they are such thick of friends. So I think these are the activities which have really helped us groom into an overall personality rather than just your teaching or going to the library and things like that. So I think really thank KM for for whatever we gave us, and also Apla, because without being in KM I wouldn't have met her, and I think the whole thing would have been completely different probably.
Yes, Pranay, I would like to just add one sentence here. You said the clinicians are good at teaching physiology and anatomy. So we had a lot of surgeons who are in anatomy right now.
Oh,
I
lovely.
also
That's
felt as a dean, we should have physiology lecturers becoming electrophysiologists. It is
correct.
it is much in demand, and the present dean should take initiative and start a fellowship course in electrophysiology, that is in the Department of Cardiology. And a lot of physiology lecturers, the whole subject becomes so dry that electrophysiology is one of the most, very high-ranking professions in the US right now.
Even physics.
Yes, Pranay.
Yeah. No, so I mean, these are the few which I thought I could bring out to the thing, and it was, I think, one of the best time we had in our life. The 10 or 11 years we spent in KM doing a UG and PG. I think almost each and every day comes to a memory. I mean, and whenever we are old friends, we meet as if we have just passed out from KM yesterday. And the time starts, going from there. So I think it's a lovely time we have had.
Yes, Pranay, thank you so much. Apla?
No, I don't have anything to say much. But
No?
I am thankful that I made such good friends when I was in MBBS, and we meet now also. And some of them have got phenomenal memories of incidents. So I love all my friends.
Everything she wants to see is sitting next to her.
Yeah, I think we can ask somebody else to,
Shobha.
share anything.
Satna, Shobha.
What we can do is let our friend Solomon, I can see here, then I could see Ketan Jobanputra. Let us have some words from outside India right now.
Hello, can you
Hi,
hear me?
do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we
Hi,
can
I'm
hear you.
Manju Patel. Used to be Manju Patel. Now I'm Manju Agyani. I wanted to share my experience. It was most beautiful experience, awesome experience, and I still practice all the things I learned. Basically, practical teaching was phenomenal. I teach that to my medical students, and they love it. And I will never forget the practical classes. I would say that maybe hopefully our anatomy lab has been changed with no formaldehyde and agarbatti smell. And thirdly, I would say in the hostel, I hope the doors are open after 10 to 6 a.m. I think it was not kosher to lock us in at age of 20. But apart from that, I'm very grateful for all my professors and my teachers. They made me who I am today, and you friends are who I am today. Thank you.
Manju, if I remember, you were staying in Juhu behind Cooper Hospital.
No, I used to stay in hostel as I was out of town.
Okay, great,
Mhm.
great.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. Seeing you
Good
after a
evening,
long
everybody.
time.
Yeah, calling from California. It's about 4:30 a.m. here.
Wow, thank you. Ketan, you are also. Ketan, are you at 4:30 or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning?
No,
6:30.
6:30. Ketan, you
yes,
want to
hi.
speak something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah. You are
Yeah.
good.
So I am actually traveling right now, like I said before, in our 1977 batch that we have meeting. So I'm actually coming from Hiroshima, Japan, about 9:30 p.m. my time right now. And as far as GS is concerned, it's like incredible to be part of such a wonderful faculty that you have, starting from M.L.Kothari in anatomy, Ramchandani in physiology, Dr. Samsi in surgery. I mean, I could go on and on. Dr. Joglekar, Dr. Indira Hinduja in OBGYN, things that we have learned in the past, and that has become the basis for everything that we've learned so far. All the guys were so good. I mean, it's amazing teachers that you have that have laid a foundation for such a strong network of physicians, and very strong foundation for whatever you do later in your life. So I'm extremely happy, and I have had privilege of having such a nice friends, and I just got together with Sanjay a few months ago, and we kept on talking about things similar way,
Carrying babies,
essentially.
right, Jobin? Ketan?
Yeah. So it's a wonderful feeling. We still get together whenever I meet. Whenever I go to India, I try to meet whosoever I can catch up with, essentially, and it's a wonderful feeling. I can't say any better than that.
Ketan, while you were staying in western suburbs, I suppose, Sanjay, I think everybody used to travel from the same compartment of first class in Western Railway, get down at Elphinstone, which is called as Prabhadevi now, and walk down the entire stretch towards GSMC. I still remember me and Shabbir joining you people at Bandra station and then hopping on to the same first class compartment. And for a 14-minute journey, we land up into Prabhadevi or Elphinstone, which was previously called. So those memories are very good right now.
Yes.
Prasanna, good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone?
Yeah. Solomon or Prasanna, who wants to go ahead?
Either one. Hanny can go. That's fine. I'll talk after.
Who's that, Prasanna? Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Well, as you all know, we are undergoing a very troublesome period in the area where I'm living, because we have got a very violent neighborhood. What very much reminds me is of the days when I joined the medical college, and during the first couple of weeks, remember they used to rig us. So the batch that started 6 months before me stopped me on the way in one of the areas opposite the dean's office and started asking me questions. And what very much strikes is that they asked me, in those days, it was 1977, a few months after Anwar Sadat, the president of Egypt, came to Israel to make peace talks. And they asked me, when do you think will Israel, as soon as they knew I was Jewish, when do you think that Israel will come to peace with its neighbors? So it seems that the peace has been evading us ever since. And it's war and one more war and one more war. Hopefully someday we'll have some peace. So, well, on the whole, on the point of view of the profession, I was very much thankful to have been admitted to the GS. I always thought that GS was the best place to go to. That's what I was told by the previous people who were there and others that I knew. But according to the points, the grade that I had, most likely if there were 2 batches, I would have been in some other college. Since it was one batch, a single there were 2 batches that became 6 months later, I joined GS, and that was my luck. I used to live close by in Vadala, so I hardly was at the hostel, except for the last year or so. And I still cherish the memories of those days, though we've hardly met, very rarely. But every time I do come to Bombay, I make a point of trying to contact at least some of you guys. I've been in contact also via the WhatsApp with a few of our friends, and keep in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We
You're
want
welcome.
peace not only in your neighborhood, but all the entire country as well as the entire world. We want this planet to be very
That's good.
peaceful, happy, and you take care and keep updating your status, to all of us. And we would be happy when you come back to India and meet us at least one get together, November 77 batch. I think it's high time that we physically
Yeah, soon it will be
meet
50
each
years.
other. Yeah. So I think plan a journey. Your memories would be revived. Yes,
Yeah,
Prasanna.
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Good evening to all of you. How's everyone?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just wanted to say that all of you clearly have better memories than me, because I feel like my time in KEM, I mean, it was great, it was fantastic, but clearly I'm getting old because my memory is not as good as all of you. And I think what I cherish most is all the friendships I have formed and retained, which is amazing considering the years that have gone by and the distance. I have managed to meet several of you every time, thanks to wonderful people like Sadhna and Pranay and everyone else who arranges get-togethers at the drop of a hat at short notice whenever we come to India. So kudos to all of you. Really appreciate everything that you do. And I am so thankful for having gone to KEM and having formed these friendships.
Great, Prasanna. Keep coming back. Memories would always be fresh in our minds and heart. And it will definitely, boost your memory. I don't know what medicines you take, but you are into a lot of gymming, and you keep yourself fit all the time. And you are a role model for us. The 60
Look
plus
to the
senior
future
batch.
is what I say. Look to the future.
Yes. Thank you, Prasanna. Most welcome. And we meet again. I think Nilima wants to speak something, right? Nilima?
I know, but there are more of them in the queue.
No, there is no queue here. It's your platform. There is no queue.
because I
You can
think
always,
because
unless
what
you
I
people
have,
all want to see your, age-old photographs, enjoying in the parties as well as enjoying our get-togethers, and
yes, I see.
shortly play that also. Your memory would be much more revived with that movie or picture that we are going to show you. Nilima, you can be short and crisp, and then we'll go ahead with
Yeah,
some.
I know I have to be short now.
You have told me. So today, friends, hi friends. Good evening, everyone.
Hi. Good evening. Good evening.
Today, friends, I would like to share with you the learning experience, one experience, very small experience that made a
Tell
positive
everyone who are
impact on me.
you. I don't know whether they will recognize you.
Oh, I
We
see.
recognize?
Oh, you
Uh,
already said Nilima.
At least,
I already
but
said.
at least
See,
I'm on
see, see.
WhatsApp, so maybe few of them may,
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm not staying in Mumbai. I'm staying in Raigad district, a
Wherever
village.
you stay, you are. Once you start talking, we come to know who you are.
What happened?
Once you start talking, we will come to know who you are.
I see. Okay. So today I will share one small experience, and that experience had a positive impact on me and has been with me throughout my life. What impact it has on my way of thinking has been with me throughout my life. I know many of you must be remembering the dissection hall, and I remember the very first day when we were to the dissection hall. As we were getting closer, many of us paused, the hands went into their pockets, and within a fraction of a second, the facial expression changed, and immediately the handkerchief went to covering the nose and the mouth. How many of you remember? You can say we didn't do it. Maybe few of us at least did that. But our demonstrator, she noticed it, and perhaps she anticipated it as well. So she paused at the door and, giving us a glance, said, "Remember, we are going to learn on these bodies. And the first thing that we must learn is to respect these bodies. Please remember this. Please keep this in mind." And those were her words that imbibed on me. What we have to respect the dead. Not that we do not respect the dead. We do. But this was something different. One step up. Because dissecting these bodies was the basic foundation of our learning. And it was to enrich the knowledge of so many would-be doctors who were to serve the nation, serve the society. And this had a positive impact on me, that even after death, our body is important. And keeping this in mind, when my mother passed away, we donated her body, we donated her eyes. Of course, this was her wish too. And this was 30 years after the first entry into the dissection room. I still remember that entry into the dissection room. Even now, we move around, bringing about awareness amongst the people regarding eye donation, regarding organ donation, and many more. And I always carry this card with me of organ donation wherever I go, because it's a desire in me that I have to be helpful to the society even after my death. My eyes, my body, and if circumstances are such, even my organs should be donated. I'm very much for donation, and I hope you too will help me in that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great message from our batch of November 77. And Nilima, or rather everybody, I would like to tell that KM is rather the you know what is Roto Soto. So we are the western side regional center for organ donation, and consecutively as a dean of KM, we were awarded the first prize for the highest number of awareness and organ donations from KEM. It was not organ donation from KEM, but KEM is a regional center in the western side of India. And I think organ donation is the message that Nilima wants to give to the entire group of doctors here. And as a doctor, I think in Mangaon, she is spreading a good message. And I think let us, spread the entire message of organ donation, because one human body can actually save more than 10 lives in India right now. So great, Nilima. Continue your
Thank
good
you.
work. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I can see Uma Date also here on the screen. Uma, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi.
Good evening, everybody, and good morning to
Good evening.
See,
good
Uma,
morning
you
to
go
all of those.
Uma, you go far off to Palghar, right? Or
No.
Palghar people come and meet you.
No, now I'm in
Talking about
Canada.
Shobha Sankhe.
Yeah, you are talking about Shobha. We look alike though. We were sisters. So
What I'm trying to say is whenever you come to India, either Shobha meets you or you meet Shobha, one of the two things. Or
that
she
is
comes to
correct. And
US.
recently on the way to Baroda, I did go to meet Shobha.
See, I'm a good detective, Uma.
No.
You are Hemant. You have always been a good detective. So
Don't tell me
Hemant
that. Uma
applied.
knows me as a colony friend, because we knew each other for before we came to KEM also. She's from Bandra East, I'm from Bandra East. Go
And
ahead, Uma.
Hemant, you're doing a great job, and all of you are doing a great job. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this batch, and an honor to be a friend of all of you. And just to kind of say the GS and GMC, just to add Kiran's memory, my sister and my brother-in-law are staunch GM side. So when I was getting admission, there was a lot of pressure from home that I should join GMC, but for some reason I decided that I want to go to GS, and I'm not regretting that at all. I always enjoyed. But the funny part is that the GS GMC spirit still is at my home, because my niece is from GMC, and when I was doing my fellowship at St. Jude Children's Hospital, one of our neuro-oncologists is from GMC, and he was very, very friendly initially when he heard that I'm from Mumbai and I'm from the Mumbai, from his area and everything. And then he asked, which medical school? And I said, very proudly, I said, GS Medical School. And that was it. He said, no, you're in the enemy group. I'm from GMC, you're from GS. And every time we meet, we kind of have this spirit there. So nice to meet you all. I have the opportunities to meet with Shubha Oze, because her daughter lives in my area now. And I recently met Mayur Patel, who was visiting his daughter. So I hope that I do meet all of you when I come back to India. And of course, whenever you come to Canada, you're most welcome.
Great, Uma. Thank you. Thank you for those words and good memory, shaking our brains all the time. And I think Chawla wanted to speak something, right? Do you people want to see a short movie about yourself, and then if the time permits, we will go back to our chats after refreshing our memories? Any suggestions?
I think we'll chat for some time and then we'll see.
Yes. Because
this is a time bound program, and we cannot exceed the time at the most.
हो गया उसको उठा दे पहले.
हाँ, किसको?
शिशिर हो गया है, उसको उठा दे.
शिशिर को?
हाँ, वो सो गया है.
नहीं दिखता है, उसका आंख खुला है.
दिखता है, हंस रहा है वो. स्माइल दे रहा है.
iPad is there. उसका नाम शिशिर iPad है.
मर्फी बॉय दिख रहा है, मर्फी बॉय है वो.
Hemant,
shall we see the movie first?
But Chawla wants to say something.
Yes, Chawla, you can go ahead and we'll start the movie and then come back to our chats.
Regarding the choice for GS Medical, I just wanted to add that because of the 10+2 thing, I did not get an admission and just missed out by some 4-5 numbers on the first time. That time I was feeling very dejected. I went to Jai Hind, took up BSc, started doing physics and maths BSc. And that was the time everyone at home told me, Arey, you should consider yourself lucky. Now you will get GS instead of GMC. I mean JJ. So that time I was not very sure that it was true. But the day I entered the admission thing, and I was very sure that I wanted GS. And of course, it has proved very true. And I have loved my days of UG, PG at GS. And of course, I met all you people and met good friends. That's what I wanted to say.
Great, Chawla. I think when Uma was saying there's a big, animosity between the other colleges and GS. I think now it is, Natarajan would agree with me that now medical education in Mumbai and Maharashtra and India is all borderless. MBBS is done in one medical college. You do MD in second medical college, and you do super specialty in third medical college. And then if you want a job or you want to do some kind of service, then you join a fourth medical college. I think that's the journey that we have been seeing for
Hemant,
a long time. Yeah.
Hemant, if I were to add, just one latest thing is that you don't require biology in 12th to join
Yeah, that
medicine.
was the last piece of news that we saw in the newspaper. It's
Yeah.
the same thing that super specialty does not need, marks. It's the same thing, I suppose. Any percentile marks, you can join any super specialty, especially anatomy and physiology, pharmacology, all non-clinical subjects. I think anybody can join. In fact, one should do anatomy and then general surgery, probably. I don't know. Natarajan would, agree with me. Yes, anybody wants to speak, or I'll try and see whether I can share my screen.
Yeah, I think I will speak. I'm Dr. Alka. Am
Yes,
I audible?
You can go ahead. Alka, you can go ahead.
Yeah. What had happened or what inspired me? I actually worked and retired as professor pediatrics from Sion Medical College. Though I remained
It
as
is not
heart
Sion Medical College. It is not
LTM Medical
Sion.
College. Okay.
Lokmanya
But
Tilak Municipal Medical
Medical
College.
College, General Hospital.
Yes.
Okay, LTMC and LTMGH. But what inspired me to be a professor is, you all remember on the first day of our college, Dr. Vidya Acharya had come. She had put a ambada, along with that a full sleeved apron, wearing a spectacle, and she entered into the MLT. And what she told is about the profession, medicine as a profession. That is the day I decided that yes, I want to be someone like her, who's so dedicated and devoted. I don't know how much, maybe how much I could follow her idealism, but definitely I tried to really follow. So my day was made. So Jadhav family actually have a hospital at Nalasopara, but I had a choice. I still continued to be a professor in a medical college rather than joining my own hospital. So this is something, and it gave me, this medical college gave me such wonderful friends, which are so cherishing. Means today also I feel so depressed in case, then I pick up the phone call and my friends are just phone away.
Yeah. I remember you as a very timid girl from Bandra East again, just staying across my building.
Yes.
And we never talked to each other during first MBBS, I suppose, but then bumped into each other as faculties in municipal medical colleges. That's great. That's great.
I still remember Abbas, Pankaj, Balwant, and Uday. We used to really go and call them for the lectures from boys' hostel, isn't it, Abbas? Because otherwise, if there is no quorum, the lecture won't be held. So we used to really, myself and Amita used to go and catch hold of them. And Milan will always refuse, It was that way.
Is Milan there?
No.
Anil
No.
Sharma from Delhi?
Yes, there.
Yes,
Anil, bolo bhai.
Delhi ka hal bolo, North India ka.
Hi. Well, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. It's lovely to be back here amongst, old pals. My goodness, just imagine, 45 to 50 years almost since we are seeing each other. And just like always, Pranay had the first thing to say. This, in fact, reminds me of the anatomy days, where we chaps used to be absolutely blank And then Pranay used to come up and deliver lectures for us because we couldn't really keep pace with what was going on with the anatomy class. So yeah, just going back, we were all teenagers when we first entered GS Medical, and as teenagers, perhaps we all had stars in our eyes. We didn't know, what was in fact going on in the rest of the world, going on with us. But we've been on the campus, 6, 7 years at least, some of us maybe 10 years. And this is where we all grew roots. This is where, from where we, in fact, reached out to be the personalities that we are today. So how can you, thank such a big sort of institution, such a big, wholesome place where we learned our life skills. So well, whatever we say, doesn't go far enough, I believe. And to meet old friends, like they say, and I'm talking for the males now, at least. So males, grow old, but they never grow up. So we all, we still go back to that 1920 age group where we used to, drink like bloomin' there's no tomorrow. And we still like to go back to that phase. And, they were choicest of bad words and galis and, whatever we had learned. They sort of come tumbling out automatically when you run into a batchmate. So those sorts of memories, those sorts of feelings, they are something unique, and I'm grateful for the fact that we all met today like this virtually. Very proud of you, Hemant. You have kept the flag flying, in the dean's office at least, and so many of you who have given back to KEM. Very proud of all of you. Thank you. Back to you, Hemant.
Thank you, Anil.
Hemant, 1 minute. I'd add to Anil's comment.
Yes, you can add.
Yes. Anil, what he said was right. I think we all appreciate our. There is no question. Everybody appreciate. But important is that when we joined medical college, I really appreciate our batchmates. They were so useful because I came from Vernac medium, knowing all those English words and that anatomy words and that reflection and peritoneum, all was a hell of a job. But I really say good. Thanks to all my colleagues, my dissection partners, all Shah batch, Sharma batch, Meda batch, Sadekar batch, Shobha batch, all.
And
They
your
helped us to
roommates,
not only learn anatomy, but how to talk good English. I remember those days, Pranay and they used to say, I'm going to have my food. So he used to say, no, that is not the right thing. Say, can I go for my lunch? From that basic we have learned from our batchmates. And they were great enough to teach us and talk to nicely as a colleague. Not rather than thinking, ye kidhar se aaya for teacher, aisa nahi tha. That was a great time, I remember. And I remember I came from a very small place, but Hemant, Pranay, all this to get, तेरा क्या खाने में आया ये नहीं है, हमारा डब्बा तू खा ले, हम लोग इधर खाएगा, अब्बास के डब्बे में खाएगा नॉनवेज. सब भागते थे, प्रणय भागते थे, फिर उनका डब्बा, हेमंत का डब्बा हम लोग खाते थे. So that was a great
not Hemant
thing. Yes, Hemant Mehta. Sorry. Okay, all those days I remember of love and affection for everybody and teaching attitude, tolerating the nuisance of everybody else. And I really love those days.
How can you forget Sharma's thick dal?
All my colleagues, I thank my institute.
Deepak,
yes, sir.
I remember I used to stay in your room. I don't know whether you still remember. This was 1979.
Yeah.
Middle lobby में हम लोग रहता था साथ में, बाजू में या एक ही room में, I don't remember. But two people I remember right now is Rashmi Kapadia, right? And the other is Karthikeyan. Two of our batchmates lost their lives during COVID, and we have not met them for a very long time. Karthikeyan
Balwant.
is very unfortunate. And Rashmi Kapadia, right? One who used to stay in Borivali. She was a pediatrician, if I don't remember. And we had a chat just before she expired about a project to be done in the Department of Pediatrics. But unfortunately, I think she's no more. So these are the two friends that we have lost in this immediate past.
Balwan Mistri also.
Recent past, I said, Deepak, because
Okay,
these
okay.
are the fresh in memory right now. Very unfortunate thing. Okay. I'll try and play this movie. I think meanwhile Shobha is around. She has joined, taking a lot of efforts, I think. Shobha, you would want to say something till I figure out how to share my screen or a movie with you people. Shobha?
Hi. Actually, I'm in the wedding hall, Hemant. I can't talk much here.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see how I can share my screen. One second, give me a moment. And anybody wants to speak now? Can you see the screen? Any feedback?
Yes, yes, we can see.
But it is at the corner.
Heyman, it's not a full screen. Can you just adjust, please?
Want full screen?
Yeah.
Make it full screen. It is
Now?
only at the corner.
Now
Yeah, okay.
Now it's good. Thanks.
The ending is very good.
There is no audio.
You can't see any audio? There is no audio?
No audio.
Can you see the audio?
No, pictures are seen very clearly, no audio.
Chat में लिखो ना.
Still no audio. No audio.
Doesn't matter. No? There's no audio. There's no commentary.
Okay.
These are just glimpses of whenever we have met.
Okay, that's fine.
Moto.
Had you shared this in Facebook, Hemant, on Reels?
I think this will come in YouTube also, no?
It will be there in YouTube also.
Ravya. Even you can name the people as you see them, so that the YouTube recording people might know. Uday, Mayur, Mistri, now Shobha Sankhe, Suryakan Sankhe. This is Apla Sadhna Meda. नाम भूल गया इसका.
Ragji,
वाजा वाजा. Thought block.
Chatterjee, Jayesh.
Oh, Jesh, boss. Yes,
Jayesh
JD.
Rudy.
Sabnis, Ana,
ये कौन है?
Mia, Abbas भाई.
मियाँ अब्बास
जोर से
मियाँ
बोलो. सबनीस, अपना नाम ले लो फटाफट. नीता, फटाफट नाम बोलो.
रोल नंबर बोलना है.
अच्छा रहेगा.
Where is Sadhna?
अनिल, प्रेरणा, प्रणय, सॉरी.
That's stud.
Dude.
Oh.
सतीश सबनीश, मेधा सडेकर, गोलगप्पे, नाम बोलो गोलगप्पे।
सुनील, शबीर, अखिल,
हाँ तो अभी बोलो, अभी पहचानो, जल्दी पहचानो।
एरेंजल, एरेंजल बीच,
चड्डी में बराबर पहचाने हैं।
शिशिर, मयूर, 3-4 कपड़े के साथ तो सब पहचानते, बिगर कपड़े के पहचानो उनको।
नेटवर्क बंद सब।
किल्ल्या,
टिल्लू, टिल्लू, अभय टिल्लू,
अभय टिल्लू,
ये कौन है?
प्रसन्ना मेधा सडेकर एंड मॉम।
टू डार्क।
ये अपना पिकनिक का है, फर्स्ट MBBS। पाउडर
ओ
खिलाया था मैंने।
अच्छा, ये देखो छुपे रुस्तम, देखो कहाँ बैठे थे। ये
नमस्कार
बड़ा, ये सबसे बड़ा दाढ़ी वाला छुपा रुस्तम है। देखो केम कैसा लिखा है, मस्त। इनोसेंस। दो हेमंत बाजू बाजू में, डेंजर है। वाह, मेहुल की शादी, मेहुल के लड़के की शादी में ना। भरत
दीपिका,
भामा है,
भरत भामा,
दीपिका
भरत
है,
भामा है।
दीपिका भरत भामा।
लेट।
ओ
किरण,
हाँ मेहुल
मेहुल,
भैया।
मेहुल,
किरण जी।
किरण, where is Sadhna? Here she is.
Pranesha at
गाना तो
Palgar.
गा ले यार तू।
Pranesha at Palgar, attending conference in my chairmanship.
प्रणय को बोलो थोड़ा गाना गा ले रे यार, वैसे भी शांत है देखो।
Yes, प्रणय का एक गाना चाहिए, टाइम मिला तो।
मेधा लेके आई थी,
Yeah,
वो आया था।
correct. This was a great get together, yeah. ये वीडियो को
हाँ ठीक है सर। नहीं नहीं है सर।
Medha the dictators.
Follow, madam.
Follow.
Very great, good memories of Karjat.
2017, right?
Hemant, I think it is over.
Yes, now it's over. Anybody wants to speak? Because we are in the last 5 minutes of our virtual get together.
Abbas has not spoken.
Abbas hai, Uday Nadkarni hai.
Want to speak, Hemant? Shall I?
Yes, yes, yes. You don't need permission.
Okay. So I want थोड़ा हिंदी में हो जाए. अभी I
No
want to give
problem.
like a vote of thanks and we will sing all of us together. So
Vote of thanks कौन देने वाला? You are going to give vote of thanks?
yes.
Huh?
I want.
Yes.
Is it ending or is somebody else wants to speak?
Sadhana is
Somebody
there.
is talking.
Sadhana.
Shobha, Sadhana, Rajan, Shishir, बोलो कोई तो
Shobha,
बोलो.
Sadhana, give us just 2 minutes and we'll wrap it up.
Okay. So shall I say or somebody else is speaking?
Hemant, you can go until 7:30.
Sadhana, Shobha.
Go ahead, Sadhana.
Hemant,
Okay.
Hemant.
We just have 2 minutes.
Okay.
No,
So
no, you can.
everybody will sing with me. Okay. Even if it is Besur, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to call us. It is in Hindi. I'm going to call us Rajnarayans, not batch. So it's like that. कोई कैसे इन्हें ये समझाए हम राजनारायण कितने शानदार है हमारी दोस्ती बड़ी बेमिसाल है धीरे धीरे जतन करने से राजनारायण के खुलते हृदय के द्वार है हमारी दोस्ती बड़ी बेमिसाल है कोई कैसे इन्हें ये समझाए हमारा हेमंत देशमुख कितना ठाटदार है इसका आयोजन बड़ा लाजवाब है इसका मन कितना विशाल है ये डीन कितना होशियार है हमें इस पे बड़ा नाज है कोई कैसे इन्हें ये समझाए ये दोस्तों के मैं दोस्तों का नाम ले रही हूँ बात किया किरण देन प्रणय मंजू केतन सोलोमन नीलिमा चावला अलका अनिल दीपक ये जो दोस्त है इनके कथन कितने मन भावन है इन पे हमें बड़ा अभिमान है हमें आनंद दिया है हमें अनोखा आनंद मिला है कोई कैसे इन्हें ये समझाए हम राजनारायण कितने शानदार है हमारी दोस्ती बड़ी बेमिसाल है अभी लास्ट एक 4 लाइनें I hope all the foreigners have not forgotten Hindi.
No.
लिख के पहले ग्रुप में सब गाते
चीते की
ये
चाल
हमारी रोजी रोटी है भाई.
चीते की चाल
Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit. Which language you want us to speak in?
तो ये सुनिए चीते की चाल बाज की नजर बाजीराव पेशवा की तलवार और राजनारायण की दोस्ती पे कभी संदेह नहीं करते दोस्तों
वाह 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 वाह
बहुत बढ़िया साधना.
बढ़िया.
Very nice, Sadhana. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hemant.
Yes. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Great job, I
Thanks
think
a
we
lot.
must
Bye.
meet
See you all.
before every year with virtual get together. I think is a very good idea.
Yeah. साधना सबको नमस्कार हिंदी में बोला
नमस्कार अशोक मलूर कैसा हो आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम.
हमारी
I'm fine.
बेमिसाल है हमारी साधना फ्रेंड बेमिसाल है.
I'm fine. This is
just some fun.
it's
Okay, bye
it's
guys.
2:30 in the morning for me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've
Midnight-
gone off to
midnight call.
sleep and Yeah, I suddenly woke up. I said, "Arey, I'm missing my classmates. I better get online." So I joined
of
you
you.
slightly late, but it's
Nice of you.
great seeing all of you.
Ashok.
Oh, no. It's a pleasure. I look forward to welcoming you all over here in Auckland. Please do make New Zealand a holiday destination. Come and spend time with us. Stay with us. And you can go around New Zealand, making my house in Auckland your base.
So nice.
I really look forward to seeing all of you.
Sure.
Okay.
जो नींद में
ऐकले
है
काय सगळे?
उसको ऐका ना, जो नींद में उसको जगाया जाता है, जो नींद में
I
नहीं
see
है
you. I can see
उसको
you.
नहीं जगाया जाता.
Abhay.
Can you see me?
Asais.
Majed.
Good to see you.
Hello.
मयूर कुछ बोलो मयूर भाई.
Natarajan, any last words, last 1 minute or last sentence, because we
No,
are
you have time
only at
till
the end of
7:30.
the get together.
Maximum 7:30. Hemant, maximum 7:30. You still
Oh,
have time for your
great.
batchmate.
So let us
Yeah.
have Rajan Rehekar. Ashok has already spoken. Then we have Shishir, who is very keenly watching. Pankaj also is wanting to speak. And then we have who else is there?
Yeah.
Sanjay wants to speak. Uday Nadkarni.
Hemant, if you let Sanjay speak.
One at a time. एक नाम बोलो. एक जन फटाफट.
एक नाम बोलो.
Yeah, Hemant, Shishir, yeah.
एक नाम बोलो, एक जन
On
बोलेगा.
the screen, I will tell. First is Shishir in the first row.
Yeah, if you let Sanjay Shah speak, you add it. You'll have to
Okay,
extend
so
for another.
Shishir, you replace him.
Only. I'm quite only.
No, we have.
शिशिर भाई बोलो.
नहीं, अभी संजय है तो कोई और कोई बोल ही नहीं सकता.
ओके संजय भाई बोलो. चलो टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करो. संजय बोलो.
हाँ, उसका उंगली दिखता है, वो देख दबा रहा है.
हाँ, उंगली
अनम्यूट पे.
शिशिर को उंगली दिखा रहा.
एक बताया.
Go ahead, Sanjay.
सर्जन एक ही उंगली बताता है.
Sanjay Pandya is also watching keenly.
Yeah, Pandya, you go ahead. I am just thanking Hemant Deshmukh. Thank you very much, Hemant.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you for the entire batch that is so keen to meet, at least virtually, on a platform which GS Medical College and KM has given us. I think what they want us to do is meet often, contribute a lot of things to KM, spread the organ donation message all around the world, at least in India. And we would definitely contribute back to our alma mater, and where we have spent more than 10 years, most of you. And you still remember GS as your foundation stone. And let's meet again. Not necessarily, Rachna, you want to speak anything? Then Sanjay Pandya.
All good.
All good.
Anybody wants to talk, please raise your hand.
No, I can't see everybody's hand. Abbas, you want to
back to
have the
school.
last
Yeah.
word?
अबे
Hello,
टिल्लिया
Hemant.
इधर. टिल्लू भाई
Hemant.
लंबा से बोल दे कुछ.
Tillu, Birmingham.
Hello.
माझा आवाज ऐकू. Can you hear
हाँ,
me or
ऐकू
not?
येतोय.
Yes,
सांगा.
येतोय.
Right, okay. I'm very glad to see all of you. Actually, I'm meeting you after a long time. Actually, I've met few of you, but not many of you. But I feel very good. Thank you. And actually, what can I tell about GS? GS is everything for me, actually. It has given me my career. It has given me a profession and in my hobby as well. So I'm very grateful to GS.
Great, Abhay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Abhay.
both.
Hemant. Thank you,
Rajan
Hemant.
Rehekar.
Hello. Am I audible?
Rajan बोल.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Rajan Rehekar, we saw you in Times of India today.
Yeah,
Yes,
Talking about
Yeah.
gastroesophageal reflux.
Yes. Small message to all people.
Yes.
Anyway, great contribution by our alma mater and the medical school in shaping our life and career. Whatever we are today, we have learned a lot of things from our institution, our great teachers, and especially the clinical science, the clinical acumen. I have learned from teachers like Dr. A.B. Samsi, Dr. Adi Bapat, and I do remember their teaching and great quotes. Am I audible still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Dr. Samsi always used to say, whether you practice homeopathy, allopathy, Unani, naturopathy, but remember, no pathy without sympathy. That's the
Yes,
famous
very
quote I
nice.
still remember. And
आणि
our plastic surgeon,
लग्नानंतर
Dr.
बायकोचा पती.
Goleria, great teacher, used to always
Hmm.
say, don't tell your sorrows to other people. Just bear them. Let it be remain with you. And remember, road to hell is paved with good intentions. So a lot of things we have learned from and
Rajan,
from
you remember?
Rajan, are you speaking from Thane
Goleria.
or are you still in US?
I'm in
May,
Thane.
may I
Now
say
come back.
something?
You are back in
Hemant,
Thane?
may I say something on teachers?
And Dr. R.D.
Hemant,
Bapat, the art of finger dissection. My golden fingers
yeah,
used to say.
yes, yes.
A lot
Shubhada
of things we have
Jadar
learned.
is also remaining. I think we want to hear from outside India. Shubhada, Bombay, Pune.
Nice meeting. Nice to see
Hemant,
you all.
In Pune, I'm
Now,
not.
Pune. Yes.
yeah,
So
Shubhada,
good to
go
see.
ahead.
I can see my batchmates like Abbas and Pankaj. I went back into those clinical batch and those wards we used to go and have those picnics. It was so much fun. I just remembered that it was so good. Really good to see you all, and Hemant, thank you so much for organizing this. Yeah.
Yes, great.
So
Hemant,
हेमंत छड़ी लेके बैठा था हेमंत, इसके लिए सब मिल गए. ऐसे ही छड़ी लेके बैठो. We are proud of you, sir.
Continue the meeting somewhere else now, outside Zoom or outside YouTube?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
बड़ा लकड़ा लेके बैठ आ जाएगी.
So my invitation in the month of January to come back to Parel or Mahalakshmi or anywhere, so that at least 25 of us can meet physically, chat over dinner or lunch, whichever way you prefer. The treat is on me. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
We will arrange
Nattu?
one physical meet and try to meet
Yes.
each other.
Nattu.
Yeah. Meaning it's well conducted program. Hemant, well done. Okay, the deanship is very evident in the way you conducted this session. And before I forget, now when we started this project of virtual reunions from 1st July, this thought came up in the Gosumec alumni meet. Dr. Mehta suggested that under medical humanities, let's as a curtain raiser for the centennial celebrations, get the people virtually together batch-wise. And the first batch to select of the 79 Saturdays was your batch. Okay. Okay, that's and our batch became second. I thought our batch would be the first one, 76 batch. Okay, but then your Hemant, 25th November, first booking. And now 50 batches have booked. Right till May, the program is on every Saturday. Different
Okay,
batches
great.
every day.
No, Nattu, because we
Okay,
were
and still
born in
20
November
batches.
77, so I wanted November to be the first Saturday for us.
Okay.
Yes.
No, but you took the lead and all of us are following.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
50
that's
batches
good.
now.
So everybody
Yeah,
is doing it in their year of admission, probably.
No, but again, may not be possible, but then each one as per their convenience. Like everything volitional, nothing by compulsion. Even if there's one person in the batch, the person has to recall that we had from 1948, 1953. Okay. And now 1990, right till May we are booked. Okay. And now May 77 has yet to fix the date. Okay. Possibly they will see you and now they will get up and they'll come out with the date. Okay. Praful Kerkar and they are Gita Natraj are coordinating that. Okay. So it's a very well done program. Okay. Now, before we end, I'll hand over back to the student coordinator for having a small video on reflections, a magazine which is going to be brought out in 24, putting up all written matter related to all these virtual reunions, write-ups, because some people are more comfortable with writing rather than speaking. Okay. And then after that, there'll be a vote of thanks by the institution, by the student. And then we'll stop the recording and the link will be disconnected. Okay. And this live recording on YouTube, once it's shortly will be available for posterity. Any of you to see at any point in time. So it's been a very nice evening. So is Devashri there, student coordinator?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please, you can start off with the reflections video and then go ahead with the vote of thanks, please.
Yes, sir. Now I would request the tech team to please play the reflections video by Dr. Swarupa Bhagat.
A very good evening to you all. It is indeed my pleasure to speak about Reflections on Medical Humanities, annual volume published by Dr. Manu.V.L.Kothari Chair and Division of Medical Humanities, Gosumec Alumni Association, under the patronage of Dr. Sangeeta Rawat, Dean, St. GS Medical College and KEM Hospital, Mumbai. The first issue of Reflections was published in the year 2019, the theme being History of Medicine, Looking Back to Improve the Future. The book comprises invited essays, poems, cartoons, quiz, crossword, and articles which were published before in different medical journals on evolution of branches and development of specialties in healthcare, great personalities and innovations in medicine and healthcare overall. The issue for the year 2022 was based on interpersonal relationships in healthcare. Again, invited essays and cartoons on doctor-patient relationship, doctor-doctor relationship, and medical teacher-student relationship were included. For the year 2021, we chose very apt theme of COVID-19, the human angle. Essays and poems in English, Hindi, Marathi, paintings and photographs contributed by teaching and non-teaching staff and students of St. GS Medical College and KEM Hospital who shared their experiences both on personal and professional fronts during the pandemic. The theme for the year 2022 was literature and medicine. It is a collection of articles, book reviews, and poems in English, Hindi, and Marathi, and also paintings and cartoons related to the theme. Now, for the years 2023 and 24, the proposed theme is Reminiscences, Our Days at St. GS Medical College and KEM Hospital. As we move towards the centenary year of our institution, let our fond memories come alive in the form of nostalgic writings about our learnings, not only medicine, but also life lessons that we learned here. Let us talk about our devoted teachers who inculcated values and shaped our lives, priceless friendships which we cherish lifelong. Our writings will instill a feeling of pride and a sense of belonging in all of us, the readers of the book. We, as well as the future generations of students, will understand the power and beauty of expression and reflections. We will be enlightened about the history and glory of our institutions, past students who have contributed to the welfare of the society, and the role model teachers and mentors. We know, irrespective of the generation, we are bound by a common bond of being GSites. However, we also need to accept and adapt to changes which are inevitable following technological advances and societal transformations. At the same time, the students will learn that even though the changes are occurring, the humanitarian values and principles of ethics are unchanging. Hence, we appeal that the reminiscence and nostalgic memories shared on this platform of virtual reunions be expressed in the form of writings to be included in our next issue of Reflections. I, Dr. Swarupa Bhagwat, Editor Reflections and Associate Professor, Department of Transfusion Medicine at this institution, will be privileged to connect with the individual batch coordinators for sharing more details regarding the same. Thank you very much.
Now it gives me extreme privilege to propose the vote of thanks. I would like to thank our Dean Sangeeta Rawat Madam and the Academic Dean Dr. Pathak for their continued support and encouragement. We thank the Gosumec Alumni Association for administrative support for correspondence and financial transactions of Dr.M.V.L.Kothari Chair and Division of Medical Humanities. We thank Mr. Tushar and Mr. Badal for audio, visual, and technical support, Mr. Mhetre for video recordings. Last but not the least, a big thank you to the batch for their enthusiastic participation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
Natarajan.
Yeah,
Thank you,
lovely,
dear
well.
Thank you, all of
friends.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, all of you.
Have a
Bye.
great weekend.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, great
Yes.
weekend ahead.
Yes.
January,
Keep on
January,
meeting. Bye-bye.
January.
Bye bye.
Okay.